Hi guys, welcome to my channel Jimbo360. Today I just want to talk to you about about COVID-19 and what I am doing right now. I try not to go out. Just stay at home, as our leader advise us to do. And the only time I will go out is if going to work, and then if I have to go food shopping, I will just go like food shopping like once a week, and then home. Most of the time, I'll just stay home. Um, Even like workout, normally I will go to the park, to walk like about I would do like 3 miles every time I go there, um, 3 or 4 times a week. And now the park are closed, so you cannot go to the park, right now. And you can still go outside and walk, but I rather just follow what the advice, and just stay home. So if you can, like everybody else, I see all my neighbor, most of the car are in their driveway. So everybody's home right now. And then and just like probably just like any other people, concerned people, I'm very concerned with this COVID-19, and I was like tracking down every day, like what's going on. And I watched the presidential coronavirus team daily briefing. And I also track it down, like the how many are tested positive. I go to John Hopkins coronavirus map, and I would track them almost like every day. Every day I would track it down, like see if the chart, is it going, is it turning now, or what's going on. Like every day I would be tracking down. And finally, on March 30, I had a panic attack. I had a panic attack on March 30. My blood pressure, like went up to like 168, and then my heart like beating very fast. So, this is not the first time it happened to me. It happened also to me about a year and a half ago, but that's for another topic. But right now, I want to just talk to you about by staying home, during this tough time, during this our it's not only happened to us, but it's all around the world. So we have each one of us has to do our part, our share, by staying home. And if we all do that, we can beat this pandemic, this COVID-19. So when that happened to me, when I was having a panic attack again, I said, "Oh no, not again." And I first of all, I also know that I am overweight right now. I am at that time on March 30. I believe I was like 190 or 191. So I know I need to lose weight. And when I had this blood pressure like a 168, I finally had to take. I don't take my high blood pressure pills because I normally don't have it. Only when I was having a panic attack, then I will get a high blood pressure. So I had to take my high blood pressure pills, and then that's it. And thank goodness it came down. Um, so I decided from that on, I said, you know what, I'm gonna use this, chance. This is a good time to do my set my goal. While staying home, I'm gonna do a lot of exercise and eating healthy, and start my diet. So my goal is to get it down back to where I'm comfortable, which is around 170. But 4 years ago, I was able to diet down to 162 pounds. I'm 5'10" and a half, and I think at 162 I was too skinny. So I this time I said, if I can get back to 170 or maybe under 170, I think I will be good. Uh, so on March 30, my weight was like a 190 or 191. I couldn't remember. Forgot to write it down. Right now, this morning, as I get up, today is the 14, I think, the 14, Tuesday the 14, and my weight this morning is at 183 and a half. Still a long way to go. I just want to share with you about also losing weight, because I've done it before. When you try to lose weight, when you set your goal, like, you want to lose how much weight, like 20 pounds or 30 pounds, the first 2 weeks is the hardest part is the first 2 weeks. And it's like it will work like magic. You get everything under control. If you were able to lose a few pounds on the first 2 weeks, you're good. Don't get disappointed, because that's the hardest period, is the first 2 weeks. But once you pass that 2 weeks, it will get easier. It will get much easier. So when I try to watch YouTube, and the advice, of course, I also talk to my doctor. When you get this anxiety, or high blood pressure, you need to do a lot of exercise, and which I did. I tried to do a lot of exercise. Since I don't go out, I can't go to the park anymore, and I also rather stay home, not to go out and do my walk. I mean, when I say walk, I don't call it jogging, because I don't really jog. I just do like a fast walking. I call it fast walking or slow jogging. That's what I do, because I can't do anymore. I cannot do jogging anymore. It's gonna hurt my knee. So I'm trying to be very careful with that now. I just do fast walking. The important thing is, when you do your exercise, is to sweat. You need to sweat, because if you don't sweat, like I know I heard doctors said that if you just go out walking, that's not exercise, because if you don't sweat, it's not exercise. For me, and that is true for me. You need to sweat when you do your exercise. So since I'm home right now, um, most of the time I just go on my exercise bike, and I'll show it to you in a minute. And also I do a lot of gardening at home right now, and I also try to watch what I eat. So I'm going to share it with you. Hold on one second. So guys, here's my exercise bike. Now I'm gonna put this let me put my glasses on. It said resist, so I have to, it's on 1 right now. I will put it up to, this is the resistance. For me, 6 is good. Resistance at 6 is good. So I will just go this like on a bike, I will go, and I will go like here's the time. When I first started, they said you should at least have every day you have 30 minutes of workout. Oh, before I forget, when you're doing this bicycle, you need to turn off your AC, because I have a centralized AC. I will put it up, like to 80 temperature, so I will sweat. Otherwise, if the AC keep going, I'm not going to be sweating. And then I will do this like when I first started, I will do like a 15 minutes, and then in the morning, and then 15 minutes at night. But now I am doing like an hour now. I kind of bring another nuts, and I'm doing like an hour. I will do like 30 minutes, and then in the morning, and then also 30 minutes at night. And then beside that, I also do my usually gardening. uh yeah, that's it, that's all I do. Is like if it's too hard, like to do like 30 minutes, sometimes I'll do like 15 minutes and do it 4 times, take a break, and then see, once I'm sweating, I feel good when I sweat, I sometimes I don't want to stop until my knee will tell me to stop, when my knee start to hurt, then I had to stop, but when I sweat, I feel good. Here's on March 30th, I have my panic attack. I was like 100, 168, 101, 91. That's my blood pressure. So I had to take one high blood pressure pill. And then after I took that, I was having a panic attack at 2:30 in the afternoon. At night, my blood pressure came that, back to normal, So, and then it took me like 9 days. And then the next day, I have, in the morning, it's like 120, 75, 95. My heartbeat is beating very fast. So I took only half of my blood pressure pills. And at night, I'm okay. The next day, at night, it went up again. So it kind of went up and down. And every time it went up, I will take half of the blood pressure pills. I'm not the person like to take pills, so I try not to if I can. But once my blood pressure go like 130 above, I need to take it because it'll make me feel dizzy. I start to feel dizzy, not feel good. So, and then after 9 days of doing my diet and also exercise, and I'm already start to feel better. After 9 days, I stopped taking my blood pressure pills. And on Easter Sunday, I was so happy on Easter Sunday because when I test my blood pressure, it was perfect. It was 96, 70 over 73. So that was good. So, what do I eat for during this time? I have this Quaker oat in the morning. I will have this every day. Sometimes I add fruits. Sometimes I had banana or apple, and then for lunchtime, I will eat like salad or just apple. I will have like 1 or 2 apple. It depends, And then at dinner, I eat anything at dinner. Come dinner time, I eat anything. Like last night, I have this, and it's a rami, but I add a lot of other stuff. I will add like meatballs, and I will add like tofu. I add like vegetable, some pork. I add a lot of stuff in there. Also, like when sometimes this is my it's very it worked for me, so I want to share with you. Sometimes when I eat like when I'm having lunch or dinner, if I have a big salad, I will not eat the whole salad in one sitting. What I will do is I would just eat half of it and then leave the other half at the later time, like in 2 hours I will eat the other half. If I'm having a sandwich, I will only eat like maybe half of the sandwich, or even just 1/4 of the sandwich, and then eat the other 1/4 maybe like in an hour or two, and then the other half save it for tomorrow. And then dinner time, it's the same. Like I last night I have a Nissan Rami, and then tonight I'm gonna have a salmon. I'm gonna have salmon. Basically, I don't have restriction. I eat whatever I want, but just the portion is smaller, and also I will split it into two sitting instead of just one sitting of eating, you know. That's my secret, and it worked for me, so I hope that that helped also. So that's the that's the thing I want to share with you is since we are kind of in a stay-at-home mode right now, there's other positive things that we can do. First of all, if you stay home, you are helping in fighting this disease. So it's a good way to stay home if you can, and then at the same time when you're home, you have more time with your family, and also a lot of things that you can be doing that you didn't have time before. Like right now I have so much time to do my garden, and also get set my new goal to lose weight, and share more with my wife, have more time with my wife. So I hope I hope it can inspire you also, and also you know um, make a positive out of this negative going on right now in our life right now. And I know a lot of people are getting hurt, and also it get very sometimes it get very depressing, but you should not, we should not, we should cheer everybody up, and then our leader are doing their best to get our country back. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please share the video or hit the like. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Take care, and I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Everybody, we can beat this pandemic, COVID-19. So stay well and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.